Millions of pounds are spent during the transfer window hoping that these moves can transform sides. Some players have amassed a hefty figure with all their moves between clubs. So, here's the top 10 players with the highest accumulated transfer fees. Antoine Griezmann. The French striker has always played his trade in the Spanish leagues, but has played for 3 clubs during his time. Starting his career at Real Sociedad, he won the second division in his first season and stayed with the club until 2014, where Atheltico Madrid reached an agreement with the club by purchasing his buyout clause, which at the time was roughly around 30 million euros. It was during this time Antoine Griezmann made a name for himself and became regarded as one of the best strikers in Europe. During the summer of 2019, Barcelona triggered the Frenchman's 120 million euro release clause, making him one of the world's most expensive signings of all time. In total, Griezmann transfer fees and add-ons totaled around 160 million euros. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. The 40-year-old has been around the block, accumulating 10 transfers in his career so far, making no surprises that Zlatan makes the list. Playing for Europe's top clubs and going across to the MLS for 2 seasons, the most expensive move was back in 2010, where Barcelona paid a fee of around 62 million euros for the Swede, who back then played for Serie A side Inter Milan. In total, Ibra accumulated roughly 160 million euros. Usmani Dembele. Another Frenchman on the list who also plays for Barca. Dembele started his career in French Ligue 1, playing at Stade Rennais before making a switch to Borussia Dortmund in 2016. The German club have a reputation for buying young talent and later on cashing in for a large profit sum, which was the case with Dembele. The Catalan side paid around 112 million euros up front for the winger, which could rise up to 147 million euros with all the add-ons and bonuses. In total, the Frenchman racked up a total transfer fee worth 175 million euros. Angel Di Maria. Starting his career at Rosario Central, the Argentine winger made his first European move when he signed for Benfica back in 2007 after his performance during the FIFA Under-20s World Cup, as well as to replace Simao, who left the club for Athletico Madrid. Being backed by legends such as Maradona, who stated Di Maria was Argentina's next superstar, Real Madrid came swooping in and signed the winger on a 5-year contract for over 30 million euros. Since then, Angel Di Maria has played for Man United, PSG and Juventus, totaling a sum of around 179 million euros worth of transfer fees. Killian Umbape. Nearly making a third move in his career to Spanish side Real Madrid during the summer and then doing a complete U-turn, Killian Umbape started his career for Monaco, where he established himself as a future superstar and secured the side a league title. Making himself hot property, it was no surprise that if any club wanted to sign the young French winger, you would have to pay a massive fee. That wasn't to be a problem for PSG, who ended up paying 180 million euros for the player. Felipe Coutinho. The Brazilian magician has also accumulated a transfer fee of 180 million euros just like Mbappe, but with a lot more moves. It all started when he transformed himself at Liverpool, making him at the time one of the best players in the Premier League. So no wonder a club like Barcelona had a big interest on signing the Brazilian attacker. In 2018, the Spanish side paid a huge sum of 140 million euros, and it's safe to say that he never really reached expectation, which eventually caused loan moves to Bayern Munich and eventually a permanent move to Aston Villa, where he reunited with Liverpool legend and ex-teammate Steven Gerrard. Alvaro Morata. Morata signed for Real Madrid in 2007 from neighbouring Getafe after starting out at the Athletico Madrid academy. Towards the end of his first spell at Madrid, he won the Champions League final against his boyhood club by coming on for Karim Benzema. Frustrated with his game time, Juventus announced that they had reached an agreement for a fee of 20 million euros for the transfer of Morata, who signed for a 5-year deal. Eventually, the Spanish centre-forward made a move to London club Chelsea after his second spell at Madrid for a reported figure of around 70 million euros, but failed to make a name for himself at Stamford Bridge. Morata eventually departed ways for Athletico for a similar value to later return to Serie A side Juventus on a 1-year loan, with an option for a purchase set at 45 million euros. In total, the striker has accumulated 189 million euros worth of transfer moves. Cristiano Ronaldo. FIFA's official all-time top goal scorer, Cristiano Ronaldo has played for some of Europe's biggest clubs, and with the reputation he carries, there's no surprises he'd be in the top 10. From the days in Portugal playing for Sporting Lisbon to playing for Man United in his second spell for the club, the Portuguese legend has amassed a total transfer fee of €245 million, with his biggest move being his switch from La Liga to Serie A. I guess no matter how much you pay for Ronaldo, you already know what you'll get. Neymar. Another Brazilian magician on the list. Neymar broke into the Santos first team at an extremely young age, and with the skills and flair he added to his game, he was already getting compared to the likes of Pelé. With Real Madrid tempting him to move to the Spanish capital, Barcelona swooped in and secured his services for around €90 million. It was during this time we witnessed one of the best partnerships in football history, with Messi, Suarez, and Neymar all combining together and scoring wonder goals. But with Neymar focused on being the best in the world and attempting to shine over Messi's shadow, he set himself a new goal with a move to Paris Saint-Germain, making him the most expensive player in football history. In turn, the Brazilian totaled €310 million in transfer fees. Romelu Lukaku. After joining Chelsea again after a decade later, the Belgian became the club's most expensive signing when they paid Inter over €100 million. Most of his time, Lukaku's played his trade in the Premier League while making 5 transfer moves during his career. Romelu has accumulated the most transfer fees out of any footballer in the world, reaching a total of €334 million. If you add up all the transfer sums made in this video, you'll reach a whopping €2.1 billion. With that sort of money, you could buy 2 Lamborghinis every single day for 10 years. Which player would you sign on the list? Comment below, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more football videos.